So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Firstly, very warm welcome, and once again a welcome to our Business Showcase interviews. My name's Ron Maycock. I'm the owner of Action Coach Castleford and also of Business Performance UK. I'm delighted to be joined today by Taj Bharth. Taj, very good afternoon to you. How are you doing?
I'm good, very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very good, very good. Taj is the founder and owner of C&J Contractors, and we'll be hearing a lot more from Taj in just a few moments. Before that, though, I just wanted to explain what the purpose of these interviews actually is. We're surrounded by some amazing businesses in our region, and they've each got their own stories to tell. These interviews help us share their journeys, showcase their achievements, and ultimately to maximise their exposure, all in the name of abundance and to the benefit of businesses right across the UK. So without further ado, Taj, tell me a little bit more about C&J Contractors.
So, C&J Contractors is an independently owned and managed consultancy and contracting firm. We specialise in providing services in project management, estimating, quantity surveying, and civil engineering. We also provide contracting services as well.
And how long have you been in existence? I think when we were speaking before, you said it was a business that was formed, wasn't really active, but is now relaunching.
So the business was originally formed in 2016, I believe, but it never really took off. I didn't get the time. I didn't put the effort in to creating the business. And the turn of this year, I've thought about it, and that's what I'm doing.
Time is right, and all the time in the middle of that, there was that little thing called lockdown and a pandemic and everything like that, where having a business that was based on contracting out in the field might not have been the best thing to do anyway. So everything happens for a reason. So, and what's been your journey to get here? What's your background and experience?
So my background is I started off as a chain lad where I worked with an engineer, worked up the chain, assistant engineer, site engineer, and now I'm a site manager, specialising in groundworks, reinforced concrete and drainage.
And what's the typical project? Is that for civils? Is it for infrastructure based, or is it?
It's civils, mainly civils.
So typically, what kind of thing are we talking? Roads, or are we talking still for buildings, or whatever?
So it varies on the contract that we get. Some of them, like my last job I worked on, we built a wind farm,
right?
For a converter station.
Yeah.
Job that was on before, we built 14 houses, so it really varies on the scope of works that we do.
Anything to do with subground before it actually comes out of the ground?
Yeah, so it's pretty much it's like I said, groundworks, which obviously covers the foundations, reinforced concrete, and drainage. That's like the bread and butter.
So what are the main services that you're offering through C&J Contractors?
So as a consultancy, we offer services in project management. So for example, developing like a project plan, a schedule, coordinating with the architects as engineers on behalf of the client, paperwork side of it, conducting risk assessments, looking at method statements, controlling budget. We also offer quantity surveying services and estimating, which looks at the actual cost of the job, the day-to-day income, and what goes out. Another one that we offer is civil engineering, which includes supplying qualified setting out engineers, looking after quality control on site, and using sort of like AutoCAD and BIM to create like detailed plans and layouts if required. And finally, we offer contracting services. So this can be providing labour, i.e. steel fixers, ground workers, joiners, concrete finishers on a day work rate basis, or doing price work, depending on what the client requires.
Have you got a team of people that you've worked with in the past that you can easily tap into, or
Yes.
yeah, so you've got that sort of resource to
So
be able to provide the actual sort
yeah,
of the groundworks and everything like that, and actual labour and the actual contracting side as well. So
yeah.
within the business, on a day-to-day, what's going to be your main involvement? Are you going to be on site as well? Are you going to be more project managing, or are you more
It really
personally?
depends on what the work is. So, for example, if it's consultancy services, then that will be done remotely. If it requires a site visit, then that can get arranged. And again, with contracting servicing, depending on what it is, if it's on a day work basis, then I don't think that will be needed on site unless something was to happen.
So it's moving much more into the management of the
It's
contract and the
yeah, it's
delivery
looking at
rather than
the management
yeah,
rather than the
rather than
hands-on.
the actual physical delivery. So Taj, tell me, what are the main challenges that you're facing in the industry that have led you to actually form C&J Contractors in the first place?
So I think working as a subcontractor, I've got first-hand experience of how I feel. Sometimes a client is let down by his team. I think that there's a breakdown in communication when it comes from the client to the contractor, and because of that, they'd get taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm. So by having the extra tier of communication, that's where C&J
Yeah,
Contractors can actually keep them
yeah. So
informed and make sure that that project is being delivered
yeah,
to their requirements at all times.
sorry. So working first hand with the actual client themselves, they've got someone who's got knowledge in that field of work
Yeah, yeah.
that they can rely on to do sort of their, let's say, day to day,
I
and
think
just keep
it
them informed.
boils down a little bit to trust, doesn't it? At the end of the day, if
Yeah,
they trust you to be their representation on site, then that's worth the money.
yeah,
Rather than simply having a faceless point of contact where you're just part of a project team and we'll never get to talk to you. So it's
yeah,
really interesting because that's not just exclusive to the construction industry. Anywhere within the supply chain, that obviously works and adds value to people's experience. If you
yeah.
can make it easier for them, all the better. So you said it's relatively new, second iteration, if you like, of the business from when it was first founded to now
Yeah.
when it's becoming more and more operational. So from a personal level, where's your main points of focus? What are you focused on at the moment in terms of this being a business, and what are your top priorities?
Well, top priority is to get the workload,
Mm-hmm.
get the business name out there, and start potentially seeing new clients,
Yep.
and then go from there.
And I think once you've got that, then if you can build that on reputation, that will start to generate more and more business for yourself as well. So, really exciting times. And I know, pre-recording and everything like that, we were talking about the websites up and everything like
Yeah.
that. You've got a lot of contacts in the industry. If there was one particular part of the industry or one particular contact base, if you like, that will benefit you most in the early stages, what would that be?
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
So if you could now pick someone to partner with or to be an introducer of business to C&J, who would that be? Would it be a medium-sized main contractor? Would it be a big main contractor? Would it be professional services like QS or
It would be a medium-sized contractor.
somewhere
Yeah.
in the north? Is that the preference?
Yeah. So a medium-sized main contractor in the Yorkshire region.
Yeah, perfect. Well, if you're one of those and you're listening to this interview and seeing that, that's a perfect way to get in touch. So give Taj a call and get in touch from there. So that actually brings us towards the end of the interview. So really would like to thank Taj for sharing their journey with us today in C&J Contractors. So Taj, thanks for being with us.
Thank you again.
Excellent. Also, if you want to record your own showcase interview, if you want to promote your business to the wider audience, then simply just get in touch. Our team will book you in and we'll take you through the process of recording your own actual interview for your own marketing. So once again, big thank you for Taj. Taj, thanks for joining us. Thank you for everyone else for joining us today. And that's been another edition of the Business Spotlight Interviews. We'll see you soon. Take care.